We are here at Long Island University Post Campus in Brookville, New York, and I got all hyped up and excited when I realized that you can go and find the exact location of where Biz Markie recorded his Just a Friend video in 1988, 89. We have a lot to find today in a very small, very specific area. It remains to be seen whether we can get access to some of these spaces and these rooms, but we're willing to try, and let's go. Let's figure this out. I'm really excited. So this is the opening scene of the video, is Biz and his friends sitting on a bench somewhere on this campus, and they're making fun of each other's moms, and they're playing the dozens, and it's the preamble for him beginning to tell the narrative story of a meeting, blah blah blah.
Your mom's hair so nappy, she gotta take painkillers to comb my hair.
Forget that. Later for that. This is what's you got what I need.
So this used to be a brick wall here, and then they replaced it with this railing, which actually looks pretty old too. But there was a bench right here, and the camera was over there filming Biz and his friends.
Yo. Forget them girls, man.
Wow, what's up?
I got a little story to tell you.
You can see the line, the gray line right here at the top of that building. That's a marker. And that tree, you can see the branches actually are very similar, so it hasn't changed that much. All right. When he says, I have friends like Agnes, Agatha, Jermaine, and Jack, they're all sitting here, and he stands up, and this building and those holes over the window are all behind him. You can see there were shutters on these windows. I realized that the holes that are behind the screen in the brickwork were very distinctive on this building, and I finally found them. And the reason I had passed this building up initially was that the shutters are no longer on this building. So I thought that's not the right spot because there's no shutters. You can even see where the shutters were. There's little screw holes in the bricks. So it's definitely had shutters on it at one time. And then the edge of the building was a tip off, but those holes behind the screen up there were confirmation. You know, seeing some students around here, and it's funny to think that none of them were alive when this song was popular. So what is it, 35 years ago? There's this really, it's almost neglected spot. There's a short brick wall, there's a curved stairway, there's a bench, and there's a brick pylon. And I think this is exactly where they filmed the scene. And this was the tip-off. See this little indentation here? There it is, right there in the video. You can see the evidence of being in the right spot. So I'm going to match that up. This is where he is in the car and has to stop at the guard booth. But this is weird because there used to be a little roundabout where you could drive up. They film it. There was a guard booth right there. And I believe these archways here were not glassed in. This has changed a little bit. Glassed in, and there's no more guard booth. But the shots, I believe the camera person was in the guard booth, filming them swinging in the car, stopping, and he gets out. It's really only a couple seconds in the whole video, but this is where he was. So that's pretty cool. But it's a bit of a mystery that there's no driveway anymore. They definitely changed that.
And he played Freddie Scott, You Got What I Need. And I was listening, I was like, oh, that's funky. I didn't know what I was going to use it for at the time.
This is where they filmed the Mozart wig scene from from the Just a Friend video, and I didn't think I'd be able to get in here, and here we stand. This is where Biz Markie stood at the piano right here and played You Got What I Need. So you can see the fireplace. Biz was right in the middle. I can't even believe we're standing here. That's amazing. So there's the marker on the window, the beautiful stained glass, leaded glass. This room I don't think has changed at all. They might have polished the floor, but everything looks completely original. And you have Biz Markie, this iconic video, iconic performance of him belting out You Got What I Need in his Mozart wig right there. It occurred to me that we haven't found the piano, and there's a small chance we'll be able to find it. So let's go check it out. Here's the chapel, and if we can poke our head in there and see if there's a piano that matches the one in the video, that would be quite a find.
And all of a sudden when I'm writing the record, I put the hook in there. You got what and I went to the studio, I went to Calliope Studio, and I was in the studio for 8 hours until I found the right sound. So the right sound was like the folk piano. Me and Shane hit the keyboard like in one hand. Bang, bang, ba bang, bang, ba boom, bang, 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 ba bang, ba boom, bang, 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 ba bang, 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 bang.
Oh man, this might be the right one. Look. So everything seems to match up. Here's one from the side. So I would say 75%, 80%, this is the right piano. There's no way of telling right now, but I feel good about it. It looks really similar. And how many black pianos are on this campus remains a mystery. There could be several, but this is one in a very similar style, and I feel good about it. I'm glad we tracked it down. Rest in peace, Biz.